spot. It's a chit chat time. I'm having my late night tea with some scones, beautifully made scones. But this is not about the scones that I'm eating here, but I think it's fundamentally about the fact that we need to read. And the importance of reading. I'm sorry about this, but I came here specifically to speak about the importance of reading. This is actually messing up. It's actually messing up the purpose of this video. But I wanted to come here and speak about the importance of reading. Reading is fundamental. Matter of fact, I think everybody should read something every day. I don't think there's a person that should go through a day without reading nothing. Reading is that important. It should be a part of our daily life. That is reading. It's very important. And I think you need to read every day and read everything. Whether it's a book on a hard copy, like this over here, or an audio book, but it's important to read. Very important to read. Different languages, different cultures, different backgrounds. You need to actually read. Now we live in actually we are blessed in our generations because not only we read today, but we also can consume content in a form of a video like you are watching me right now. But the importance of reading is always there. You need to actually consume a lot of content from a lot of different individuals from different beliefs, different backgrounds. You need to understand life in more than one aspect, because that makes life interesting. It makes you able to actually engage with people from different backgrounds and from different belief systems, from different countries, from different ethnicity, because first you took the initiative to actually research and know about them. And when you get an opportunity to engage with them, then it makes it easy because you already knew, or you already knows about who they are, what they believe, what makes them tick. So that makes it very, very easy to actually have a conversation with such people, because first you took the initiative to want to know about them first by reading. It's very, very important to read, and you need to read everything. Every day you need to read something. Every day you need to read anything. It could be audiobooks, because we are blessed these days because we also have audiobooks. At least if you don't want to go through pages and read like I do, then you can actually search some audiobooks and actually listen to some audiobooks. And that will help actually stimulate your mind to be progressive in terms of thoughts and in everything else. It's very, very important. I'm saying this because I made my argument today earlier on TikTok. I made an argument on TikTok based off a brother who, I don't know if I should talk about this. What's good, Eniko? What's good, Eniko? I'm not sure if I should speak about this because I was presenting an argument against a person who's actually a racist. So maybe I shouldn't actually bring that up because I feel like the brother is a racist. And I was making my point across to him, to appeal to him, that but in his racism or in his racist trait, he doesn't have consistency. There are a lot of inconsistencies with him being a racist. But I don't think I should speak about that right now because I'm not trying to be a racist. But I think the crucial point, his grandest mistake or flaw is he does not read. That's why he thinks like the way he thinks. That's why he treats people the way he treats them. That's why he views the world the way he views it, because he doesn't read. If he was a person who actually reads, because reading doesn't mean you read only the things you love, only things you agree about. But reading means you read everything and everybody. Even the very people that you disagree with, you need to know about them. You even need to know about their religion, what makes them believe what they believe. And I think the core of understanding life and humanity is actually, can you actually touch your hair? Is that what you meant? Thank you, bro. The fact that the brother does not read. Oh, I woke up from bed and actually wanted to speak about this. I think it was very, very important that I had to wake up and actually come here and speak about it. I think the fact that that brother, I'm from South Africa. I'm from South Africa, KwaZulu-Natal. I think the fact that the brother finds himself in that position of being a racist is the fact that he doesn't read. And I think at the core of understanding people is religion and belief system. I'm doing good. Super Tevik is belief system. You really, really need to study different religions and understand people's values, belief system, and their religions. I think it makes it very, very easy to actually understand people for who they are, instead of taking a position or a stance of being a racist. It's a day or night in South Africa. It's at night. It's at 10. It's night, bro. Everybody, I think, is sleeping. And I was actually kind of sleeping, and then I woke up and I was like, okay, let me stream and actually speak about the importance of reading, because we have these problems in our communities that we usually take a racial stance simply because we do not understand a certain group of people. And it pains me to see young brothers, especially black brothers, who actually tend to take a stance of racism. I don't think racism is good, whether you're white, black, colored, Indians, or Asian. I don't think it's good for anybody. Hi, it's 1:51 a.m. in my country. You're from the East. Where about in the East? Probably somewhere in Asia. Where are you from? Pretty you're from India, right? So I'm speaking about the fact that not reading actually. Are you black? Yo. Why are you asking if I'm black? Bro, I'm black as they come. You can see. I'm from Bangladesh. Oh, that's good. Bangladesh, that's good. That's Asia, I think. That's good. Bangladesh. Yeah, I'm speaking about that. As you are from Bangladesh, I think if I do not understand, if I want to know about you personally, I think the best way is to actually understand your belief system. That's good, Super Tevik. I think the best way for me to actually go is to first understand people's belief system, to know why they believe what they believe, and then let's make up their entire. I'm from India. It's time is 1:22 a.m. Are you having a good day? I had a good day, bro. I had a good day, but it's at night right now. It's 10. Let me confirm that. It's 21:53 in South Africa right now. 21:53 at night. So I've had a good day. So I think in my approach, the way to understand people not to be racist is to understand their belief system, because what their belief system is actually guide or constitute their way of life. So if you understand their belief system or their religion, then it's a win for you, because you already know what to expect from those group of people from just understanding their religion or their belief system. It doesn't mean that you have to agree with what they believe. No, but it's knowing what they believe, why they believe what they believe. That difference. Going into a different, it's almost the same. Tequila. Who else is from Tequila who's always been here? There's a lot of you all from Tequila. I forgot all my other friends who usually actually just be with us here when we are actually streaming. Your heart is black. It's beautiful. Okay, you guys are talking to each other. So I'm speaking about the fact that to understand people, to not find yourself taking a stance of racism, it's very, very important. Lehonolo, what's good, Lehonolo? Welcome back. It's been a long time since I've seen you. Is Johnny here? I'm not sure if Johnny is here. I haven't seen his comment yet. Are you G? What do you mean, are you G? What do you mean, are you G? So to avoid to take a racial stance, it's very, very important to understand people's belief system and their religion. And once you get that on the back, I think you are on the right trajectory to actually understand people for who they are. I don't know if I'm making any sense. What did you get for Christmas? I'm old now. I don't get things for Christmas, but I buy things for Christmas. Do you prefer black? I want to ask you a question as far as your comment is concerned. It's your E1Q. Do you mind not actually bringing that community to the stream? I'm just asking as a person, do you mind not bringing that community on the stream? Can you do that? I'm not a racist, but maybe I can be sexist, bro. Do you mind not bringing up that community on my stream, please, bro? Respect. I'm speaking about racism here. Okay, thank you, because you got the point. I'm speaking about racism. So understanding religion is a first point to actually not to find yourself in the future standing on racial cards, because I don't think it's necessary these days to actually do that. I don't think it's necessary these days to actually do that. So now I was making an argument to this brother who, in my opinion, is very, very racist, and he's very, very young to be in that position, and I feel very, very sorry for him. And looking at the way he thinks and how he presents himself on the social media, taking a racial stance, I don't think in a long run it will actually work well for him. Nah, bro, you are not funny. Okay, I missed out of what you guys are saying here. So, Super, you have 1 subscriber. Sorry, brother. Okay, that's cool. They think they are funny, but they are actually stupid. You need to calm down, bro. Okay, okay, let's get back to business. The first thing that I wanted to speak about is the importance of reading. The importance of reading. With reading, actually expand your thinking in terms of cultural diverse that we are, as the people come from, which actually will help us not to take racial stance in the future, because we are in a world where we do not need to be separated racially, probably even religiously. I think, in my opinion, we need to create a world where we can actually come together as a human, as humanity, and actually strive to actually defeat our common problems, which is crime, mostly crime, and poverty. I think that's actually what we actually need to unite and fight against: crime and poverty. Now, if we will start now and take racial stances, there's nothing that we're going to defeat. There's nothing that we're going to build. There's nothing we're going to actually cherish and share and leave for the future generations. It's very important that as those who were in the past created legacies that we found here and actually continuing on them, we also create something that we are going to leave for the future generations moving forward, because we need to continue trying to build the world to be a better place. But I know that it's impossible to make a world a better place. It's up to an individual to actually change and for better. Then each one of us, if each one of us can change to be a better person, then the whole community becomes better as well. And then that world we all dream about will be possible. Brother is developing the country or arguing. What do you think? The brother drew a racial line between whites and black. Now that's very, very alarming for me. Say this song in one breath, Sipo. Which song, bro? Bro draws a racial line between whites and blacks. Let me speak about South Africa specifically. In South Africa, we have white people, black people, Indian people. Then in between these races, we have what we call colored people, which is in most countries is called mixed race people. Now, for South Africa to move forward, we need to acknowledge that there's not only black people in South Africa, but there's also white people in South Africa. There's also Indian people in South Africa and colored people. Coming back to white people, there's English-speaking white people and African-speaking white people. We need to acknowledge that. We need to acknowledge that there's Indians and colored. There's colored-speaking people. There's Xhosa colored-speaking people. There's isiZulu colored-speaking people. There's Sotho colored-speaking people. When we come to black people, as a whole, we have a Xhosa speaking people, Setswana speaking people, Sotho speaking people, isiZulu speaking people, Sepedi speaking people, Chivenda speaking people. We are so diverse. We need to acknowledge that first. Not only that, we have other people who are not South Africans, who come from outside countries, who speak other different languages. Now, if you want to build a country moving forward, we need to acknowledge all these factors, that we are different people. We are diverse people, but united by one fact, that we are all South Africans. That's number one. Now, if we are going to draw a racial line between black and white, then there's going to be a problem, because there are people who will not know which side to choose. For instance, Indians. Do we say Indians join the blacks or the white people? Because Indians are an ethnic group on their own. Now, if we draw a line between black and says we are African and they are not, then to me, that's a problem. That's a problem, because I think anyone who is born in South Africa is a South African. That's my take. And even if I was born in America, as black as I am, even if I was born in China, or I would be a Chinese. If I was born in Russia, I would be a Russian. If I was born in India, I'd be an Indian, because I was born in that country. If I was born in America, I'd be an American. Now, if a white person is born in Africa, he is an African. We can't say he is white, because there's no white country. Now, let me check your comment before I continue. Bro, I'm from India. That's good, Yo-Yo. What if it's happened to you on a different day on a bridge where there wasn't a rail, in or a neighborhood street where the little kids play on the snow, or the train in English crashed? Okay, I need to read this again to make sure that I got it right. What if it happened to you on a different day on a bridge where there wasn't a rail, or a neighborhood street where the little kids play, or the snow or the rain in the English crashed? Where are you from? From South Africa. It's PG. Doesn't understand ish. I don't know what even that is. You from India? Oh, that's good. Okay. Okay, Lekhonolo, I don't understand that point. I think it's a song that you said I must read it in one sentence. I thought I'm hoping I got it right. Bro, I'm brown, but I'm from India. People say I should say the N-word, but I don't. Number one, the N-word. To me, it's not a derogatory term. To me, it's just because if it was, then black people shouldn't use it themselves. But because they use it, it means it's not a derogatory term. So probably it's slapped different if a different race says it, but I don't see a difference. And if we are going to actually always refer to history, we will not move forward, because whatever happens in 1900s happened. We are here now and we need to move on from here going forward. We need to actually move on from here going forward. Build from here moving forward. We are here now with white people. There's no one who is a slave today. As far as I know, I am a slave to nobody. I'm not oppressed. Matter of fact, I do not know one country in the world today that is under oppression of white race, as far as I know. As far as I know. I'm not saying it's not there. As far as I know. Now, if we have passed that era of slavery, now everybody has equal opportunities today. Now, how do we use that to actually build a better world for tomorrow? Not only for blacks, not only white people doing it for white, but all of us as the people of the world. Because now the world is even smaller, because with a cell phone you connect to the rest of the world. Right now there's Asians here. Right now there's Asians here. There's Europeans here. There's Africans here, and also Americans. That proves that the world has shrunk now. The world has become a little smaller. How about we build something moving forward for all of us, for the greater good of everybody? Not looking at each other's skin color or whatever. How about we build now a world that will be functional for everybody, for all of us, regardless of whether you're from Asia, Europe, Africa, in the islands, or in America, north or south, black or white, what color are other people? Because we always speak about blacks and white. Much love to Africa. Thank you, bro. It's common between friends to chit chat. Yeah, you're right. The N-word is common for friends, yes, and it's not offensive. But if it's not offensive within friends, then it shouldn't be a problem when the other person uses it. But sometimes black people, particularly in America, feel some type of way if it's used by particularly white people. So usually white people refrain from using the word or the N-word. Because of the history concerning the word. But I don't think we actually should dwell on those things. We've passed the period. We are on a new era. That's where we actually need to start building moving forward. It's a legacy of the past. It could be apartheid, it could be slavery, it could be whatever. But you can build. We can build now moving forward a better world for all, and that's actually my stance. I live to actually see that. And no one who comes here in the streaming who needs to actually come here and feel some type of way just because of their skin color. I'm not about that. And there's no one who should be threatened by the other person just because of their skin color. Yours, the only life I think it's most productive. Literally, I saw a stupid kid drawing shitty things on his face with marker and gaining free B. I don't know what is free B. But I think maybe what makes this a little maybe try to be productive is the fact that I think on my first few streams, I realized that I also have a lot of young people who actually comes to actually watch my stream. There's a lot of young people, a lot of young people. So as an elderly person, it is my responsibility to actually share something positive that actually will help them see the world on a better way. We can't afford to be racists. We can't afford to be racist. I think the world is so large for all of us to share, whether you're black, white, whether you are Asian, European, African, or American. Are you a teacher? Your tone matches a teacher. I am a teacher, yes. And this is what I teach. This is what I teach. What do you think politics in Africa as an African? Okay, let me start by saying this. I used to share a lot of interesting science. Okay, I hear you, bro. I used to actually do a lot of content on my TikTok, I think, and on my previous YouTube channels. YouTube took them down for some reasons which I do not know. But I used to speak a lot about politics. Ever since then, I stopped Kaparak or Frankrat. I don't even know what that is. Okay, I used to actually speak a lot about politics, and then ever since those channels were taken down, I refrained to actually speak more about politics. Why? Because I think in the core of the division of the people, there's politics. In the core of the division of the people, there's politics. I know I've showed you a Bible now, and I said I am a teacher of the Bible. I understand that also in the core of the division of the people, there's religion also. Frankfurt is in Germany. I think there's a club that plays in Bundesliga that shares the same name, Frankfurt. That's all I know, bro. Kaparak is in Uzbekistan. I think you meant Uzbekistan. So now coming to the politics in Africa, there's a lot of things that are happening in Africa currently, but it's hard to actually contain or control the situation. I think particularly in the central parts of Africa, simply because, as I'm saying, that we are living in a world where we're supposed to create a united world, a united front, in actually trying to build one world for everybody. But if you look at the situation in Africa, we as the people, we like to isolate ourselves as countries. Those things that are called borders, we like to isolate ourselves within those borders. And then those who are within the borders are like to call themselves a specific group or a country, which, if their interest within the country are not met, but foreign interest actually plays a huge role in actually dictating the terms on that specific country, it becomes a problem. It becomes a problem. So maybe, with his head, maybe, I know it won't happen, but maybe we just need to look at these borders and ignore them for a minute and look at Africa as a whole, not just as individual countries, because the problems that are facing South Sudan right now, or Ethiopia, or Congo Brazzaville, Rwanda, and all and the other countries that are in war currently, the problems that they are facing, I don't think there will be those problems if we are looking at Africa holistically, but not as individual countries within the Africa itself. Maybe first we need to actually do away with the borders and look at Africa as a whole, as a continent. and then whatever problems that the continent have, then we addressed them as Africans. So in Africa, there's a lot of different ethnicity, blacks ethnic groups, and also white ethnic groups, different languages. Fine, that cannot be the barrier, the languages. If we have a common goal of creating a better Africa that will serve the interests of people who are living in Africa and also trade on a global stage with the rest of the world, I think probably that will work better. But if we can actually break South Africa into pieces, countries, then there's going to be a problem because each and every country is on its own. And whoever interferes with the peace in that country, it's hard for the others to actually interfere with that because there are certain agreements that are being made within those countries. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but I don't believe in a divided continent. Even if I were to go to Europe, I don't think Europe should be divided into countries as it is. Even Asia, it should be Asia, it should be Europe, it should be America, maybe North and South, and then Africa. I do not know whether Russia belongs to Asia or Europe because Russia is just spreading all over the globe, over Europe and Asia, maybe all the way to westernmost part of America, I think, maybe Canada. I don't know where actually do you place Russia in the map, whether Europe, Asia, or America, or North Pole, I don't know. The Russians should actually answer that because I think we have Russians here, or in most cases we do have Russians. But I don't think we actually should continue in racial lines. I think we should do away with that. And actually, social media, do you know BDS? What is BDS? What is BDS? Actually, you disturbed my train of thoughts. I was trying to make a certain point and it has fly out of my head right now. BDS. I don't know what is BDS. My tea has went cold because I've been talking non-stop for 30 minutes. It's cold. It's no longer a tea, it's something else. But I don't think we actually should be divided by racial lines. For instance, we have social media these days. Social media is the best tool that actually bring people from diverse backgrounds together. So if we can actually emulate what is happening on social media on real life and practice that on real life, I think we can actually start a perfect journey to actually perfecting the world we want to see in the future. Because these things of borders, of racial lines, of ethnicity, of belief system, and everything that's going on within the society, I don't think it serves the purpose of humanity as a whole. I think it's what actually sets us back, and it's actually what other people's feet off to actually enrich themselves and actually leave others have nothing and poor. Well, those kind of people do not want to see a united front or a united world who actually works toward one goal, building one future for everybody who will thrive under that system. I think the richest people maybe will not want to actually see that type of a world, but this slope is changing right now. Rich people no longer have influence like they used to back in the days because of what we have, the social media. So if the influence have shifted, then those who have the influence today we need to help actually to bridge that gap between different races, to blur out those racial lines and actually help building one world that serves everybody, the system that actually will help everybody wins. Do you need support? What kind of support M7 had? Parli Italiano. What do you think Africa needs the most now as an adult? It needs leadership. It needs leadership. I think the most common thing that actually African countries lack is leadership, proper leadership. Number two, we need to have a vision, a goal. Let's say a 100-year plan that we want to achieve this in the next 100 years, and this is where we're going to start. In the next 10 years, this is how much we want to achieve. In the following 10 years, this is how much we want to achieve. Then halfway through, in 50 years, this is how much we would have achieved by that time. And how are we going to get there from today? We need to have actually map all that out all the way to our 100-year goal. So whoever comes into a leadership position or as a president knows that this is what I need to do. This is what I need to conform to, because the structure is moving to this direction. And right now we are on the 20th year. This is how much we've come. And this is what is expected for me in the next 10 years. I think that's what we need, a proper plan, maybe for 100 years, and then a proper leadership. I think that's what we need in Africa. Any question? Do you need support? You didn't answer my question, M7 heard. What do you mean support? The only support I need for now, that I know I need, is subscribers. If you can just press the sub button, I think that's the most support you can give at the moment. Probably in future, I think ministers or ministry, let's say ministry in Africa is not good. At Yoyo, in my view, I view Africa as a whole, as one big giant continent. But you need to understand that though I think like that, but there are countries, at least 54 countries in Africa. So each and every country, maybe you could refer them as states. Each and every state has its own statesman. So each and every country has its own leadership and ministry. And each and every country suffers corruption, basically. Corruption, I think that's the main problem as far as the ministry is concerned. But as I've said, that we need a proper leadership. If we can have a proper leadership in each and every state in Africa, or in each and every country in Africa, I think we can overcome the problems with corruption and also everything that's actually there. I think the main part would be, in some parts of Africa, there's extreme poverty, so we can't really run away from that. And that comes by the way of sanctions, probably because some leaders decided not to abide to certain rules that are imposed by certain countries in the world, which, in my opinion, today we have a chance to actually change that, because the influence is no longer with the rich people. The influence is now with the people who have followers, because they have something to say. What time is it in there, brother? Time in South Africa right now is 22:22 at night. 22 at night. Iran, I think you probably few minutes in front of us. Probably to you is 20 past 10. I'm not sure, but you can actually verify that. Kopai. Also, we grew up here knowing that there's an Iran-Iraq war. I didn't study history, but I grew up knowing that there's an Iran-Iraq war. But in the heart of that Iran-Iraq war, you'd find that there were foreign interests involved, just because some people actually are evil and are dirty and want to actually gain an advantage either in Iran or Iraq. Those are other things that we've been suffering over the years, which I think we are at a point where we can actually change that. Jesus bless you. Thank you. Jesus bless you too. Kamas, Jerome, Jesus bless you too. I hope you had a wonderful festive season or Christmas holidays. Favorite movie in Hollywood? Favorite movie? There's a movie I watched about the Wolf of Wall Street. I think it was about a Wolf of Wall Street. I think it was a trade or a sales type of a movie. Which year I watched that movie, but I find it very, very interesting. I think if you actually want to make a name for yourself in the corporate world, you definitely want to watch that movie and see how actually these people works. I think it's been 10 years since I've watched that movie. I forget what was really going on, but I remember that it was about sales. It was about marketing and how the actually stock and market actually works. I think it was Wolf of Wall Street, if I can remember correctly. Iran attack Israel. Iran attack Israel. Iran attack Israel. What is my say on that? Number one, I do not think it's a good. The fact that there's a war, I don't think that's good. Whether it's Iran, Israel, or Russia, and which is this other country that was in war with Russia, I forgot, or whether it's in Rwanda, in Africa, or any part of the world, that is not good. That is not good. That is not good. That's why I'm saying we actually need to actually change the scope of things. Because instead of going to war, there can be dialogue and talk things out. There can be dialogue and talk things out beside going to war. We do not need a war. War doesn't solve things, it kills people. And for countries to function, we need those people. So we can't kill people to serve our own interest. Whether it's Iran attacking Israel or Israel attacking Iran, it's not good, period. It's not good, bro. I don't like it. Hello, bro, what's good, Rapum, the bomb? Where you from, bro? Is it rush hour because I am Asian? What do you think? Rush hour, Chris Tucker, Jackie Chan, saving, actually police, I think they are policemen. When was the last time I watched Rush Hour? I think I was still in high school when I watched Rush Hour 1, 2, and 3. I think that was 2005, 2006, 2005, 2006, which grade I was doing. I think I was doing grade 11 by that year. So it's been so many years since I watched Rush Hour, whether 1, 2, or 3. But I think it's a good comedic movie, and also the storyline is good. And actually the actors that are there actually are very, very interesting. They actually expose a little bit of the underworld things with criminals actually having influence in government and so on and so forth. But I think it's actually a good movie in terms of comedy and the storyline, and also the actors are fantastic. Plus the action, Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, I think those two are unmatched. Do you have a hole in your forehead? Yeah. What happened? I was born with it, bro. I was born with it. It's not really a hole. I think probably the skin somehow actually formed that, but I was born with it. It's always been there since. I don't remember myself without it. Iran is ready. Okay, let's. If I had actually enough influence to stop wars, I would, because I don't think wars are good. Particularly if they are not serving the civilians, because most of the time civilians find themselves suffering in between these wars, and only to find out that they are not even aware what's the wars about. There are few individuals who knows why there's war, but the people who are suffering are the civilians. So for that, if I had influence and power, I would stop all the wars, and I would actually propagate for dialogue, because I think we can talk things through. We are grown-ups, we can talk things through. Your top 5 favorite rappers. Top 5 favorite rappers. Across board or American rappers? Sadiq, what's good? Psycho official. Saik official. You mean top 5 rappers, American rappers or global rappers from all over the world? I need to understand that first and then give you my. If you mean American rappers, I can give you top 5 of my American rappers, dead or alive. And then if you mean across board, then I can also name my top 5. But if you mean world, that's so interesting. World top 5, then probably let's make it top 10 at least. Top 5 is, there's too few slots for that. If it's the world top 5 rappers, let's make it at least top 10 world rappers. And number 10, I will give you. Number 10, I will give you. I'll give you 50 Cent, number 10. 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson, number 10. Most of them are from America. Bart Simpson, Honor Simpson. 50 Cent is number 10. Number 9. Number 9 is Calligraphy Jones. Calligraphy Jones at number 9. And number 8, it's gotta be Lil Wayne. Number 7, Ice Cube. 6, Stogie T. 5, Jay-Z. 4, Eminem. 3, Jay-Z, Biggie, and Tupac. That's my top 10 from the world. Unfortunately, I do not know European rappers or Asian rappers, so that's why I did not mention them. But I know in Africa I mentioned 2, which is Calligraphy Jones and Stogie T. I don't know no South American rappers also, so that's why they are not there. Most of them are from America. Yeah, that's true. 8 of them were from America. Only 2 were from Africa. Diddy is not a rapper. Diddy is not a rapper. He never wrote a song in his life, I think. So if you can actually give me a song that Diddy wrote, probably I might change my stance. But as far as I know, Diddy cannot write music. People write music for him. He's a raper. You watched that reckoning thing that 50 Cent put together. You watched it. Don't forget to subscribe and check out our comment. We usually do sports commentary, sports analysis. I think most people call me coach because of my analysis in football. I was hoping to watch a match between Cameroon and Ivory Coast, but I didn't actually watch it. I decided to actually be with you all tonight instead of watching that game. I think it's much more good to actually have an engagement with you all. So actually, I'm missing out on that game, and I won't have analysis as far as that game is concerned because I did not watching, or I'm not watching it. Is it Amir Upa Eat? Amir Upa Eat. I don't understand the question there or a statement, Liam. What you saying, bro? And how you doing? And I've been here for 49 minutes, so 11 minutes to go. In the next 11 minutes, I think I will have to call it a day because that will make it 11:15, and I need to actually sleep and prepare for the day tomorrow because I'm working tomorrow. I have to go to work tomorrow. So the next 10 minutes, I think we will have to part ways. But if there are some more questions that I'm able to actually engage, I think you guys have kept me a good company, and I've enjoyed this entire hour being with you all. So it's actually been very, very interesting. So Liam, what do you mean? Is it Amir Uber Eats? What does it mean? What does that mean? I drink my cold tea. I made this tea on an enamel cup because I thought it was going to take a little while for it to get cold, but I've been talking for almost an hour, so there's no way that it will be still hot. So, what a waste of ingredients. What a waste of ingredients. So, I wanted to just come here and speak about the importance of reading. So, then we've discussed a lot of things from that point because I thought that reading is fundamental, it's very, very important. It's actually helped to understand people's backgrounds, belief system, religions, and even their political landscape, and that makes it easy to engage with such people, and it can help actually to avoid wars. Since we're speaking about a lot of wars that are happening all over the world, I think if we were all reading and trying to understand one another on all fronts, the wars could be actually avoided. We will actually maybe engage in a dialogue instead of arms, because arms kills. So if you are dead, you are dead. So probably if we can actually engage in a dialogue, it should save a lot of lives, and people die due to natural causes. Speaking about death, I know that not everybody that dies due to natural causes if they were not killed by the gun, but some of us die because, top fun fact one, if you end the stream, bro, yo, what's wrong with you and the community? Now I mustn't end the stream now because I'd be the member of that community. I'm working tomorrow, bro. I'm working tomorrow. I need to prepare for tomorrow. That's why I'm ending the stream in the next 8 minutes. So, your fun fact won't work, bro. Won't work. Your fun fact won't work. And what's wrong with you with this community, bro? You've been mentioning that community so many times in the stream. What's going on with you and the community? I think we can actually avoid wars. Bro is laughing. Okay, I think we can actually engage more in dialogue instead of arms, because arms kill people. Not saying that people only die because they are killed by guns and other weapons of mass destruction, because even through the pharmaceutical industries, people are being murdered because some people make money off of that. So pharmaceutical industry is one of the industries that actually needs to be looked at, because I think it has a hand in creating unnecessary diseases to get people sick so that they make money off of that. If I am wrong, I am sorry, but I think that's how these people make some of their money, and I don't like and I don't appreciate the fact that pharmaceutical industry sometimes really create these diseases and actually make a business out of them to enrich themselves. I think that is barbaric. Let me put it that way. I think it's diabolic. I think it's barbaric, and I think it's something that shouldn't be allowed. So maybe we should look at the statement that says the love of money is the root of all evil, and see if there's not an element of truth to that. Looking at the fact that sometimes these pharmaceutical industries do that. Finally, I'm not an expert. It's what I think and it's what I see as I grow up. Kidding, bless you, bro. Have a good next day. Thank you, Yo-Yo. Thank you very much. Don't forget to sub. This is nevertheless Commentaries, Sipho on Sport. We usually do sport analysis. Some call me coach. Some say I'm the coolest unk. I don't know, but it's people who say that. Some say I'm a pastor because I usually teach the Bible. But yeah, this is nevertheless Commentaries. It's basically for sport, but we engage on diverse topics when I'm streaming, because it's always good to actually engage with people on real time. Since I live alone here, I don't have actually people to talk to. So it's good to actually have you guys actually joining me here and discuss diverse topics. Hi, Johnny. What's good, bro? What's good? What's good? What's good? Hi, sorry, I was on a rugby tour. You're in a rugby tour? I guess. I don't know about that. I guess I would call you cool teacher. Cool teacher, Pat. Okay, it's cool. It's cool, Yo-Yo. It's cool, Yo-Yo. I accept that. It's cool. DeAndre. JIP. Yep. JIP. Yep, I think. So what was with the rugby thing that you were talking about? Don't forget to subscribe. This is Nevertheless Commentaries. You can check out our content about sport. Maybe you actually confess to the fact that some call me coach because of the content that you produce on this content. Usually my content is one take. I just press and speak. I do not prepare nothing because I do not believe in script. There's so many scripted content out there, so I hate to be one of those people who script things and prepare and think and overthink things. I just press the camera and speak and then upload. That's it. It's as raw as they come, not edited. It's just my pure thought and analysis on the game that I just watched. So I think if you actually watch that content, you're actually tapping into my mind directly as you are on these streams. Nothing filtered. It's just my pure thoughts and nothing prepared. I think I really, really love that I'm a first team. Are you serious? DeAndre, you can't be kidding with that, bro. That's some serious news that you're bringing right now. There's some serious news that you're bringing right now. So I think the reason, coach, it comes from the fact that actually my analysis sometimes are what the actually game was about. Probably some people saw that and started saying, "Oh, coach, yep, I'm good. Okay. I think I'd get some chance to watch you, DeAndre. Pretorius, I think I'd get some time to watch you play. Number 7. Oh, you must be very athletic. Bye, brother. One Asian to one brother. Thank you from one Asian to one brother in Africa. It's Yo-Yo. I will see. Which part of Asia you said you're from? You said Bangladesh, right? You said Bangladesh. DeAndre, I'm hoping, bro, you are very, very athletic, and I would love to watch you play one day. So we'll see if you happen to come to KZN, India. Okay, that's good. That's good, brother. We will see you again, I think tomorrow. I want to see you play, DeAndre. If you happen to come to KZN and you're actually playing rugby in KZN, let me know so that I can actually make some preparation in advance to actually come see you play. I think everyone will actually do something here. If it's in my means to actually come support them, I will actually come support them. I'll do exactly that. So okay, it's a minute before I go. So any question before I go, ladies and gentlemen? Any question before I go and call it a night? I've been here for almost an hour now. It's 15 minutes. So I would really, really love to actually address a few things. If you may want to engage me on something before I go, don't forget to subscribe and check out our content. The AFCON is on progress as we speak, and it's been very, very interesting. I've seen some incredible, talented young men competing in that competition, and I've seen that actually the continent is actually in good hands in terms of a pool of talent, looking at the players that we have in that competition. And I can't wait to actually see the 10 national teams that are going to represent us in the World Cup come June next year in America, and also the next AFCON. I can't wait to actually see this group of players compete again, and also seeing them actually going further with their careers, playing in the biggest leagues there is in the world, because I think they have what it takes to go compete in those leagues. I was very, very impressed so far with what I've seen with the AFCON. I'm playing in Brits, Cape Town then. I'm hoping that you will one day come to KZN, because I think we have some, I think high school rugby that's going on. Probably you might find yourself in KZN, maybe Durban or Pietermaritzburg, I'm not sure. But if you're coming to KZN, then bro, let me know. Please, bro, 10 more minutes. Okay, not a problem. We'll be here until 11. That's 15 minutes. That's 18 minutes until 11. Tap to Ben Nagmien. What's good? Tap 10 9. I'm not sure if I'm reading this correctly. Forgive me, Tap 10 Namkiel. What's wrong? What's wrong is going on here about India? There's nothing wrong about India here. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub. There's nothing wrong about India here, but we had people who actually view us or engage with us from India on day-to-day basis on the stream. So we are familiar with the Indian people, not only Indian people who are from South Africa, but Indian people who are also from India itself. So I think we are very, very blessed to have diverse people who comes to the stream from all over the world, Asia, Europe, America, and also Africa as a whole. So I think that for that we are very, very blessed. I'm from South Africa myself. My name is Sipho Ndlovu. That N there is a first letter for my surname. I use N because most of you all won't really be able to read my surname because it's a Zulu name. So N is better. If you read Sipho on spot, that's it. But N is actually for my surname. Hey, thank you, me, bro. Where you from? I've answered that. Okay, I'm from South Korea. You see what I'm talking about? We have people from Asia, Europe, and also America. So if you're from South Korea, I think were you born in 2002? There was World Cup in South Korea in 2002. South Korea co-hosted with Japan. I think I was doing grade 7 by that year. We got knocked out on group stages as South Africans. We lost to Spain with 2-1. Bless you, brother. My English is not so good. Sorry for that. Okay, but it's clear, bro. I can read it and understand it. I think it's good. Probably you are doubting yourself. Do not doubt yourself. You are actually good. Do you know Afrikaans? Not really, DeAndre, but I can read. It. I can't really understand everything that I read from African textbook, but I know how to say goeiemôre, goeiemiddag, goeienacht, dankie my bro, dankie, all those type of stuff. So that's as far as I know. I'm from Bhutan. Bhutan is Asia also, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe island south of Asia, maybe. I'm not sure. I see your flag there. It's cool. Dev Art says Ned Yosen Pereira. What is that language? Ned Yosen Pereira. Okay, yeah, I can read. You must say, okay, I understand what that means, bro. Let's not use that language, bro. Let's not use that language, because if I read what you wrote there, now I'm saying that to your mama, you understand? So it becomes something that I actually say to you. So if actually your parents can hear me say that, it won't be good, because they would think that you are streaming someone who doesn't have manners. But that's not that's not a good language that I actually endorse. We use here Turkish. Oh, that's Turkish. What does it mean? Okay, I want to see if you know. Sorry, yeah, I know that one. I think in colored communities it's very, very popular, that one. That's how I know it. And I think I understand every word of that. As far as the cafe is concerned, I don't really mind that word, because it means one who doesn't believe in Quran. So I don't think it's a lie as far as I am concerned. But I do read Quran and I respect people who actually believe in Quran, and I respect their religion. But personally, I do not believe in it. So if you call me that kafir, to me it's not derogative. But if you were to say that in any South African, I think it can have some implications due to the history of the country. But yeah, that's it. I want to see if you... Okay. No racism. I'm white. Okay, I know you are white, DeAndre Pretorius, but refrain from that language is not good. Let's try and keep it positive and actually for the better, and build ourselves a nice little community that when everybody comes here and they will feel welcomed. I thank you for actually acknowledge. I think you're a smart young man, DeAndre. I think you're a smart young man. I've seen your actually engagement here, and I think you're a very, very smart young man. I think the other Africans guy that I haven't seen for some times now, I think it's Josh. It's been a minute since I've seen Josh. I'm hoping that he's still well and his family is okay. It's festive. I'm hoping everybody is being safe, especially in South Africa. This time of the year, there's so many things that are happening, especially in I don't know what's going on with white-based communities, but especially in black communities, there's so many things that are happening during festive season, specifically December. From the 16th of December all the way to the 1st of January, there's a lot of things that are happening. A lot of drinking of alcohol, a lot of substance abuse, a lot of unprotected sex, a lot of things that are happening. So I wish everybody could be safe during this period, and I want to see you all healthy coming next year, January. Sorry, I still love your streaming. You as a streaming, I love you too, bro. I love you too. I've been enjoying actually your engagement. I think you've been actually one of those people who actually comes here and bring in some fun and actually really engage, and we appreciate that very, very well and very, very much. It makes actually me want to come back and actually speak to you again because you engage. But you've requested 10 minutes. How much left now? And I gave you 18 minutes. There's 9 minutes to go. 9 minutes to go. So I came in here specifically wanted to speak about the importance of reading. The importance of reading. Reading anything and everything. Not picking and choosing what you want to read, but reading anything and everything. I think that's helped very, very much to actually open up yourself to different things and to different people and to different behaviors across board. I think that helps to actually avoid unnecessary conflicts, because actually your mind is actually opened up enough because of the things that you read in whatever it is that you read. It could be hard copy books like this one over here. I always have books wherever I go. So it could be hard copy books. It could be audio books. It could be visual. It could be anime. But you need to actually keep your mind engaged, because all those things provide different perspectives from different backgrounds, from different religions. And it helps you to actually understand people's behaviors and beliefs and everything that makes them. That will actually help you a lot in future to avoid unnecessary conflicts. Yeah, that's actually what I wanted to actually specifically speak about tonight. And we've driven that point, and then we engage on a lot of other social ills. I think it was very, very interesting with the wars that are going on and the politics. I really don't enjoy speaking politics, but sometimes it's very, very good to actually engage on such topics. Oh, AI stay. What do you mean by that, bro? Don't forget to subscribe. This is Nevertheless Commentaries. My name is Sipon Love, Sipon Sport. You've heard Ank on the net. We usually do sport analysis. You can check out our content. Our content is raw, unedited, unscripted. It's just my pure observation of the game. So you can check that out and actually have your say. But it will make better sense if you actually watch the game first and then see what I said about that game, so you bring context into it. Hello, Felix McGregor. What's good, Felix? Are you an American? Why do I think Felix is an American? Why did I think European or African or Asian? So why do I think American? What's good, McGregor? What's you? Actually, it will make our conversation a little bit more better, because I understand probably some of the things from where you're from, and try and engage and try and actually meet you halfway as far. My mom's American, but I'm from Sweden. Oh, you have American, half European. Fine. It's fine with me. But I've seen your name and I thought American. I'm good. It's good that I didn't actually missed it that much. But the fact that your mom's American, that makes you an American. Your father is from Sweden, that makes you a European. Swedish. How to greet in one of the languages in Sweden? If you know some of the languages in Sweden, I don't know whether you live in Sweden or in America, but it would be good to actually know some of your languages. Akan, what's up, man? What's up? What's good? What's going on? My dad is Irish. Irishman. What comes to mind when I think about Irish? How related is Irish or Ireland and Scotland? Indian, oh, that's good. We have a lot of Indians actually here. Conor McGregor, Akan. I think Conor McGregor is the one who made me think Felix actually was an American. But we have a lot of Indians here. Welcome, Akan. Welcome to the club. I think when they come through, you actually maybe know some of them, or I know that India is very, very huge. Probably from different parts of India, but maybe you might know some of the brothers that usually comes here who are from India. DeAndre says he takes time to see our comments because it's from. I take time to see your comments. Maybe that's what you say. All right, brother. I know, I'm him. You are Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor. KSI wanted to fight Conor McGregor, and you say he beat Conor McGregor, and I find that very, very interesting. And that the fight that I'd actually paid to watch. That's one of the fights that I'd actually pay to actually watch, because I think I love boxing. Boxing is very, very interesting. Even if you were to actually bet on a boxing match, you actually get some solitude to the fact that even if the fighter you bet for didn't win, at least they beat him down. You lose your money and they beat him down. So if he wins, then it's a win-win. But if your bet is losing because he is losing the fight, at least they beat him down. So unlike other things. Okay, I'm starting to do some GNG sign. What is GNG sign? Yes, sir. Do some GNG sign. What is that? Hello, man. Where are you from? I'm from Blue. Who is this? PLC Blue White Army. I'm from South Africa, bro. I'm from South Africa, in KwaZulu-Natal. Do you believe in deja vu? Do I believe in deja vu? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't really know. Are these G and G signs? Do you mean that? Gang signs. Bro. You're a gangster. Hello, I'm from UK. Okay, that's good. That's good. Which part of UK are you from, Blue White Army? Carlos, welcome back. It's been a minute since I've seen you, Carlos. Welcome back. It's nice to see you, bro. I think it's been a week since I last saw you, and it has started to rain here, so it's actually going to mess up our whole thing, because it's going to happen that you might not hear. Okay, Manchester, are you a Manchester United fan or a Manchester City fan? Which one is you? Manchester United or Manchester City fan? Because I love Man City. So that's Ronaldo, bro, all the way. Dark Wolf, Ronaldo all day, every day, all the way. No matter, look at my badge. Look at your badge. I can't see it clearly, but if you're saying you're a blue army, I'm thinking of Chelsea. Or what else? There's a team that Steven Pienaar used to play for. I forgot what's that team's name. Blackburn Rovers? Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Stop jabbing. Blackburn Rovers, okay, that's cool. And I've heard that you guys are very, very loyal to actually the team from your neighborhood, that no matter what happens, even if they are relegated from the EPL, you still with them even in the second tier division. So yeah, I appreciate you for that, because you are actually really, really solid in terms of your support. Messi short trash. That what? Why are you saying he's trash? Ronaldo, yeah, I love Ronaldo, bro. I'm a Ronaldo's fans. You look like Aisha Speed. Yo, Aisha Speed, he's so athletic, young, energetic. A Ronaldo fan, a streamer, and he is rich, driving big cars. There's a lot of things I don't have that he has. But he's black and I'm black. Maybe we look alike. Thank you for that. I think it's a compliment. Dark Wolf. Where are you from, Dark Wolf? Somewhere in Asia. I think. Maybe you said where you're from. The only town team to win the Premier League. What year was that? What year was that? We aren't a big city. We are a small town, and still we won the Premier League in 1995. Oh, 1994, 1995. How old? I was doing grade 1 on that year. I was doing grade 1 and I was 7 years old. 1994, 1995, somewhere there. I was that small. Good night, sleep. Good night, DeAndre. Good night, DeAndre. See you tomorrow, bro. See you tomorrow. I think after I've watched the game of South Africa, I will do an analysis on that game versus Zimbabwe, and then I'll stream afterwards. So we will see either tomorrow. Alan Shearer, you heard of him? Yeah, no, Alan Shearer, I think he's sometimes involved with sport analysis after the games. I think I know him. You have a good nap. What is that? Do you mean this? I fell off the bike. I had an accident, a bike accident. It was a terrible bike accident, I think 2 years ago. And I was hospitalized for a week from that accident. So that's where that's from. You have to research us after you stream. I'll do that, bro. When I come back tomorrow, then we'd have something to talk about. Thank you actually for suggesting that. I will actually watch your team's games and actually do analysis on them. They will be part of my roster on this channel, because I do sports analysis and everything. So your team will actually be one of them. Let's actually make sure that I follow them and actually watch their games and analyze them. Bye, love you, lol. Love you, DeAndre. Good night, bro. Good night, bro. Blackburn Rovers. Blackburn Rovers actually. Bafana captain or South African captain once played for Blackburn Rovers. His name was he was a Mokoena, but he was a Mokoena. I also think Penny McCarthy played for Blackburn Rovers. He's also a South African. I think those two South Africans played for Blackburn Rovers. Those are the only two South Africans I know who've played for the team. But yeah, those are the two. Mokoena, yeah. He was a South African captain in 2010. He played for Blackburn Rovers. I really remember that. And also Benny McCarthy played for Blackburn Rovers. Benny McCarthy is now a coach for a national team of Kenya. Aaron Mokoena, you are correct. Aaron Mokoena, he was our captain. Captain fantastic, all the way to the 2010 World Cup. That's how I remember him. Kafernier. Good night, bro. Good night. DeAndre, we'll see you tomorrow. Have some nice sleep, bro. Benny McCarthy, yes. Made Super Benny. Yeah, Benny McCarthy was one of them ones. I think till today is the best South African striker we've ever produced. Ever since I started watching football. So he's one of them ones. I think he's the only South African player to win the Champions League. I think he's the only South African player to actually win that. I think, yeah. But he was very, very good as a striker. Lethal. I don't think he did good with Manchester United as a coach there in a couple of years ago. He was a striker's coach, and they let go of Ronaldo. I hate Manchester United for that. I'm sorry to say that, but for that, I hate them. We love Benny at Blackburn. Yeah, we also love Benny very much. After Blackburn, he came to South Africa and played for my team, Orlando Pirates, and he helped us win a treble. We won 3 cups during that season, and Benny McCarthy was so lethal after he came from the Blackburn Rovers. So we really, really enjoyed him to come back in the country still as athletic as he was. Yeah, we appreciate him so well. Now as a coach also, I know he's with the Kenyans, but we also follow what he does at Kenya. And I think he is doing a wonderful job with the Kenyans. And I'm hoping that in the next AFCON, if he's still a coach in Kenya, we will see the Kenyans actually compete with AFCON. Unfortunately, he came, they were already not qualified for a World Cup, but we are hoping that he will do a good job. Trace, who you support? I love Arsenal in England. I enjoy watching Arsenal. I love Arsenal, but I also enjoy watching Manchester City. I think they are playing brilliant football, and for the fact that the Manchester City coach actually loves African footballers. I think Manchester City has quite a number of African players who are very, very brilliant. One of them is Mamouche, and one Algerian guy, I forget his name. And for that, I think integrating them to that style of play, I think it will actually improve the competitiveness in African football. If you've been watching the AFCON, you'd know what I'm talking about. It's been very, very interesting so far. Brilliant. Good knowledge there. Yeah, we try, bro, to know one thing and other things. We love Benny at Blackburn. Trace, who you support? I've answered that. Brilliant. He came from my town to yours. That's a great link, brother. Yeah, he came from your town and played for my team, and he helped us won the treble on that year. Riyad Mahrez, I think he scored a penalty today. I didn't watch the whole game, but I remember that he scored a penalty today. I think right now he's the leading goal scorer. We AFCON 2025 in Morocco with 3 goals. And then everybody else is behind him for now. But we will see as the competition continues. But Mahrez, I think he's a fantastic player, a winger. And I think he's given his best. And there's more that we're actually going to see from him. Bedtime for me, nice. Talking to you, mate. Have a nice sleep, bro. Have a nice sleep. I will actually check out Blackburn Rovers and follow their games. And I will do analysis on their games as well. They will be part of the roster of this YouTube channel, and also whoever is here who have a team that they support, and I will put them as our rosters. But Blackburn Rovers is on our roster from today. So thank you for bringing that up, bro. We will see you again tomorrow. And I think also I need to call it a night. Don't forget to subscribe, people. Don't forget to subscribe. I need to call it a night. I need to go to sleep. I'm working tomorrow. I will see you again after South Africa versus Zimbabwe game, and then we will have a chit chat and then see how far we can go. Thank you, man. Take care. Take care, everybody. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the engagement. I love you all. This is Nevertheless Commentaries, Sipo on Sport. We will see you again tomorrow. Good night and take care of yourself. Be safe.